Hi, ladies. I figured we'll just wait, like usual, a couple minutes. I don't know if you have any other girls popping on, Shannon. I have a few that said they were gonna try, so we'll see.
Yeah, I've got 2 more for sure.
Perfect.
It's so funny. I just saw something in my inbox, and you know how I tagged you in that like coaching, or I shared your story of you talking about coaching, and this person just messaged me and said, "Oh, that's so crazy. She's where I'm from," referring to you about coaching. And
is she from out here?
That's what. Who knows?
Okay.
And she's friends. No, she's friends with a couple people I know out here too. But what's her name? Silken? Elise Adams? I don't. Sylken? Silken? Elise Adams.
That sounds kind of familiar, actually.
I don't know how I got in contact with her. It was just weird because I just saw like, oh, she's where I'm from. So I'm wondering, yeah, like out where you are now, or.
Oh, so yeah, I have her on Facebook, but says she's from Wellington, like Pickering.
Okay. Just want to be.
I don't know if I actually know her though. I think it was just like, one of those ads. But it's weird how she says where I'm from, because like you're kind of from the same area too.
Yeah. I think one of my friends like shouted me out. She's so sweet and was like, "Oh, follow my friend." So I don't know her. I think it's like
oh, maybe.
But anyways, I'm like, "Do you know this person?"
I don't. So yeah, that's cool though.
I'll ask. I'll see what she's talking about. Hey, she is where I'm from. Weird. Okay. You're where she's from?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I gotta sit back.
Weird.
I just did like a crazy Zumba class.
Oh, did you?
Because it's at like Charlie has soccer at my gym, and all kids things are included. But I have like not torn tendons, but my tendons on my feet, like the opposite of like your Achilles heel, all up the front. I've hurt myself somehow, so this was the stupidest thing I could have done. And then I went to like hug my friend. I gave her a birthday card, and I was like, I hugged her, and my neck kinked up, and then I kinked the back of my neck. So I'm like came wobbling in the house with like a kinked neck and like a sore foot. I'm like, you wouldn't think I'm healthy whatsoever.
Honestly, I bent down to pick something up today, and I like fell over. My knee did something really weird, and it hurt so bad. I like dropped me to the ground, and I was like, is this what happens in your 30s? Like, I don't even know what I did. I just bent down wrong, and like, I thought for sure I was like blew a knee somehow, but it's fine now. But it's so weird. Like, you do things you don't expect, and like you pull a muscle or you tweak something. Like, I'm always pulling up here lately, I find too. Just, yeah, did we even work out and stretch?
Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. I'd be way worse off, I guess.
Yeah, true. What do you think? Do you want to wait a couple more minutes, or do you want to just start with like going over a few things from last week?
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that, because I know one girl is getting on later because she's running out of Wi-Fi, and I was like, wait till we get out all our stuff out of the way, hop on at 8:45. So yeah, we can get started.
Okay. All right. Hi, ladies. I think you guys were all on last week too, so this is perfect. So Shannon and I were wondering, did anyone do an engagement post from last week? Remember how we challenged you all to that? Did anyone do one and want to share what it was, how it went? Crystal? Okay. The floor is yours.
Great. Can everybody hear me? Yeah? Okay, good. Okay. So I did an engagement post for my weekend away trip. I went to Niagara Falls. I don't know if anybody knew or followed
Hang
along.
on. Crystal, is your phone resting on something?
No, it's not. It's like my laptop.
Oh, okay. It just sounds really muffled. I couldn't hear you for a second, but I can hear you now. I can hear you.
I couldn't really hear you either.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, but yeah, it's really muffled.
A little closer? That's better when you're closer. I'll mute myself. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. It's like close like this. Yeah, okay. So I basically did an engagement post asking people like where to go to Niagara Falls, like what sites to see and stuff. And I got a lot of comments back, and I was able to talk to like a lot of different girls, and it's kind of interesting because a lot of the girls like I've already spoken to kind of thing. So it's nice to see that they're still following me, and it was just nice to like touch base with them, and I was able to like talk to them. It kind of opened the door to some things. So yeah, it was good. So.
No, that's awesome. And that's a great idea for a post too. I bet you got tons of great like answers and stuff. That's awesome. Good for you. Anyone else want to share? I think was that Jacqueline, did I see a hand? I think I did. Or I don't know if you're doing, I know
Sorry,
you're putting your light.
yeah, I'm driving.
I was just gonna say, I think you're actually turning your light on or off. We saw the reflection. It looked like you put your hand up.
I was waving, like I was trying to be like me, but I have the phone down, so that way I'm not so distracted by the video.
Right. You're driving. Okay, so you do want to share? Yes?
I will. Mine wasn't fine. I got a lot of attention from mine.
That's okay. You could still share it.
So I basically just said, sorry, I don't know if you can hear me.
No, we could at first, and then it was just silent.
Oh, okay. I said I said that I asked if anybody had any suggestions for vacation, and basically I just got like you, Jen, and then I also got a lot of creepy comments, like come to my house and stuff.
Oh, jeepers. Wow. That kind of backfired a little, but good for you for trying it though. That's the thing with Instagram stories and stuff. I find like you do with Instagram, you kind of get your page up to a lot of like definitely creepy people. So hopefully it gave you a laugh at least, if nothing else.
I can share if you want.
Okay, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I had just missed the question at first, so I wasn't sure what was going on. The question that I had asked was just in regards to, like, we have a chocolate lab, and he pulls when he's on the leash. So I just asked for suggestions on different types of collars to stop dogs from pulling. So I got lots of different comments and lots of people, so I responded to those, but most of the conversations I had were just basically about that. It hasn't gone any further.
No, that's awesome though. And again, it's starting those conversations, making those connections, and it will eventually, some conversations I find will just obviously completely die off, but then some you can keep them going. And then I just think when you go back around to send some invites, it's always just a little bit easier when you kind of had that initial conversation. For sure. That's awesome. Patricia, do you have anything you want to share?
Yeah, I don't have much of a voice though.
Oh, you're sick, right?
I've got, as my daughter says, sharing is caring. So this is what she shared. I did two. I did one asking for like tips for like reading ideas for my youngest. And I'm so shocked because I got like no engagement on it. And most of my mom friends are like very opinionated. So maybe because I did it in my Instagram stories and not in a post. And then another one was a new show on Netflix. And I actually I'm watching The Ranch now. And oh my gosh, it's like addicting. So.
No, that's awesome. I find Instagram stories too, sometimes I know for me are hit or miss. Like when I ask questions or even a poll, sometimes I only get maybe 2 people, if that. But then when you do an actual post, I do find the engagement a little bit better. I don't know if that's the same for everyone, but yeah, Instagram stories, I don't find it as much. And like anytime I've asked questions on there, I don't get a ton of answers. That's awesome. You guys all did it. Yay. Yeah, so I guess that was everyone, right? Yeah. Did anyone reach out about success partners? Oh, Tori, you did? Awesome.
Sam and I decided to be success partners. So we just started chatting yesterday. We're both kind of on the same page and we're like kind of at the same stage. So we started talking about what goals, and basically for both of us, we wanted to start using our activity trackers and consistently check off the boxes every day, and use that to hit Success Club 5 consistently. So that's our plan.
I keep forgetting I'm muted. I'm like, awesome. And I'm like, "Yeah, you can hear me." That is really awesome. That's exciting.
So that's our plan, but I'm just trying to send Leah the link to get on the call.
I asked Beth to be, and she's all for it because I really want to get her out of her comfort zone and get her sharing more. So I figured if we're holding each other accountable and just kind of there for each other, it's going to push her a little more out of that.
That's awesome. And I feel like, I don't know why. Does she work at night?
She works long hours, and she has 4 boys.
Gotcha. Because even just like getting her on one of the team calls, like, no, that can help.
Yeah.
Comfort zone for sure. I mean, she doesn't have to talk, but yeah, I know she's busy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Way to go, ladies. Everyone did the challenges. That's awesome. Okay. Does everyone want to quickly share what they're currently reading for personal development?
I'm reading You're a Badass.
Awesome.
Well, I'm listening to You're a Badass
Awesome.
at work.
Oh, that's perfect.
I literally have it in my ear playing as I'm designing houses.
That's good.
So I'm just like, whatever.
You are a badass at designing houses. No, that's awesome.
I took some suggestions from last week as well, and I listened to Energy Bus. I finished it today.
Oh, did you?
It was actually a really cool story. I enjoyed listening to it.
Yeah.
So,
I finished that in a week. Good for you.
yeah, I did. And then I also listened to, or started to, The Greatness Guide. So I'm partway through that
Awesome.
as well. Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, I love the Energy Bus. I remember a
Yeah.
girlfriend just gave it to me, and I loved it. I loved reading it.
I was like, I don't know whether I've used it really for any posts or anything, but just as a mindset and like just for myself, I thought it was a really cool story to listen to. So,
What is it about? I've never heard of the Energy Bus.
do you want to share, Jen, or do you
I
want me?
haven't read it. Like, I read it 3 years ago, so I don't
Okay.
really remember. It's probably more fresh for you.
So it's more a story than it is anything else. But the guy that the story is about, so it's how he's so negative in his life, and it starts out like just an event that happened, and he couldn't use his own vehicle, so he ended up riding on a bus, which is where the Energy Bus comes from. And then it was the 10 rules that the bus driver had for that person, and so she went through each of those rules and how they would affect your life, and how it affected his work as well. So his personal life and how it affected his work when he started putting those 10 rules into place for himself. So it was really cool.
It's all coming back.
Just as like a positive mindset kind of thing, I guess. So
Cool.
yeah. I thought it was neat.
Anyone else want to share what they've got going for PD? No? Okay.
I'm doing, I saw that you were reading I'm a Badass at Making Money, or You're a Badass at Making Money?
Yes, I just finished that last week. Yeah.
And I had got that in my Audible account a long time ago, and then just didn't finish it, kind of jumped the gun to something else. And so I went back to listening to that. So that's kind of my everyday thing right now, which is cool because it's got a lot of like the visualization and like living in the feeling of where you want to be. And so I'm enjoying that.
Cool. Yeah, I just started Relentless today. It was the same thing. I've got a whole bunch of books downloaded in my Audible that I haven't even started, and I only listened to one chapter today, and I really liked it. Has a lot of sports references too, which I kind of like. But yeah, it's just about, I forget, like good, great, greater. I don't know. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. First chapter. We'll see. Yeah. Someone recommended, I think actually Amanda Townsend recommended it to me like a year ago, and I downloaded it, and then I never listened to it yet. So,
Sounds familiar.
yeah.
What did you say it was called?
Relentless
Relentless.
by Tim Grover, I think his name is.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just, I can't even remember. I should have taken notes on it. But just the first chapter, there was a lot of like little quotes and sayings that I was like, oh, like that was good. And I do like his like sports references. Like he was talking about Michael Jordan and like a couple of basketball players that I recognize and stuff. So that was kind of neat. And he works with like all types of people, like sports people, business people. So yeah, it's just a kind of different outlook on, I don't know, how to be successful, I guess. But yeah, so far so good. Well, I'm very proud of you ladies. Doing all your stuff the last week. That's awesome. What do you think, Shannon? Do you want to dive in?
Yeah, I've got my business activity tracker right here. So
Grab mine.
we thought we'd do a power hour session and talk about working in time blocks and how, you know, just kind of all of us use this time together to get some work done and time it, like work against the clock. And
Yeah. Oh, you froze. I don't know if it's me or you.
this every day.
Oh,
Okay. My back. Oh yeah, it says my internet connection's unstable. I'm back. Did I cut out there?
yes. I didn't hear a middle chunk of what you said, but
Okay. So all I said was that we're going to go through the power hour the same way that you should be doing pretty much on a daily basis using the business activity tracker, and that like we're going to do some time blocks right now and kind of get to work. But I guess starting point, Jen, because when Jen and I were talking, we were saying, okay, well, obviously, hopefully everyone's worked out, drank their shake, like check those boxes off. We're not going to go there. But like how long it should be taking for you to do, like even number one, initiate connections and add followers. It says right there, 20 minutes. We're not going to sit here for 20 minutes tonight and do that.
oh, you froze.
What, like shorten it to 5 minutes? And oh, yeah. Damn. Okay, you take over.
No,
you take over.
Well, we thought it'd be a cool idea to like actually set a timer. Like I'll say in my Google, I did it today when I did my power hour, and it honestly worked so well because I find lately I've been really scattered. Like I'll do like a couple follows, I'll do a couple inbox, I'll do this. And then it's like when I look back at my day, I didn't really fully do anything. So then I get frustrated and whatever. So today I like made a point, since I knew we were talking about this, like really sit down and focus. So like it does, like Shannon said, it has the time block. So I just said like, hey, Google, set a timer for, I don't know if she heard me say that, set a timer for 10 minutes. So I literally, like the first one, initiate connections. I did do that for 20 minutes. So I just worked. And if I got everything I needed to done, awesome. But once that 20 minutes was up, I stopped, moved on to the next. But I made sure I stayed focused because like a lot of times, like I'd see messages pop up, or like when I was doing my invites, someone would reply right away or whatever. And sometimes we want to just go and answer that message. But it's so good to just know that message will be there in 20 minutes, finish the task you're doing, and then move on. So yeah, we just thought it'd be cool to say like, okay, we're going to spend 5 minutes initiating connections, and just make sure you guys have a good understanding of what each like block means, so you know what you're doing when you're working by yourself, and just also to show you what you can get done, like when you really focus your time. Because honestly, like I blew myself away today. I was just like, wow, why am I not doing this every day? Because it just felt so good to like do all this and know I actually did it, not just like bits and pieces. Before we get started though, I really just wanted to share something that worked well for me actually yesterday. So it kind of goes along with the first one that we're going to do, initiate connections and add followers. So I've always been someone that struggled with like how to find people on Instagram. Like I always heard other coaches say like search hashtags, search things that like connect, like relate to you kind of thing. Like, you know, on the wake up call yesterday, like Danae, I think her name was Danae, she said like, oh, she searches California girl or like cat mom. And I've always felt like I never really had a hashtag that related to me. Like I'm not a mom, I don't have animals. I just never knew. And then all of a sudden yesterday, it just like hit me. I was like, I should try to find girls that kind of do what I do, like how I'm traveling with Adam right now, like, you know, being all over the place, living out of suitcases, because obviously I know I'm not the only girl in the world that's dating someone like that lives this like pipeline lifestyle. So I searched the hashtag pipeline wife because it's just a thing like people say. And I was honestly like blown away by some of these posts I was reading from these girls. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like that's me. That's how I'm feeling. Like, so I personally reached out to 5 of them yesterday and 5 of them today. Nothing to do with coaching, nothing. I literally just said like, hey, this might sound really weird, but like I came across your page under the hashtag like pipeline wife, and I had to message you because I just was very honest. Like I don't have any friends that are really in my similar situation to talk to and blah, blah, blah. And I just said like, I would love to connect with other women in a similar situation to hear. And a lot of them lived in trailers, like travel in trailers. And Adam's been wanting to do that forever. And I'm like, like, I don't know if I could do the trailer thing. So it's just really cool. Every single one of them has messaged me back and followed me. So I was like, wow, like they're so sweet. And they were like telling me about these Facebook groups about like pipeline girlfriends and wives. And like, so I'm going to get into those, but I just couldn't believe like these connections that I was making. And just through like hashtags, like it took me a few minutes to like really look at their page and make sure like it was someone I wanted to message, but just being like actually intentional about who I was messaging, I was just really like blown away by like, I was like, wow, like these are girls like I'm actually enjoying talking to. And some of them already do, like some are just, you know, I shouldn't say just, are stay-at-home moms there, or they have little like side businesses already. So I was like, I feel like that's really neat because down the road, I'm eventually going to ask them about coaching. Not yet, but I was like, I feel like they might be interested. Like I see some of these girls working out in their trailers and like doing fitness already, just, you know, traveling the roads, doing whatever. So I just thought that was really cool. So my point of this story is like hashtags, like really think of kind of unique ones that, you know, go with you and who you are, and just spend a couple minutes and go through people's profiles and be like, read some of their posts. You know, I liked a couple of their posts. I commented on like one that I kind of like related to. And then, yeah, I sent them a message. I was really nervous about it. I didn't know like if they'd think I was weird or whatever, but like some of them were thanking me. They were like, thank you so much for like asking my opinion. Like they wrote me back novels, like just about their life and homeschooling, just all this stuff. So it was pretty neat. I really am glad I did that. So yeah, I'm finding that a good way. Like I never really did the hashtag thing because I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't know what hashtags to search. So if you're wondering how to make connections, like find people to follow, that is a really great way to do it. So I did 5 yesterday, 5 today. And again, I'm not inviting them, nothing. Like I'm literally just starting that conversation, making that connection. And then at some point, I'm sure it's going to come up like, what do you do? Because they're telling me what they're doing right now and they're going to eventually ask. So yeah, I just wanted to share that little tidbit as we go into that first kind of part of the thing. Okay, anyway, so I guess we'll just maybe do 5 minutes. I'll set a timer for 5 minutes. We'll just do the first. So obviously, like Shannon said, hopefully everyone's worked out, drank their shake, so you would take that off. So initiate connections and add followers. So right now, everyone could spend the next 5 minutes on Instagram or Facebook, it's up to you, and just either send some people some messages, comment on their page, like some photos. I find comments work a little bit better, but yeah. And then like just take note of like how many accounts maybe you follow or something. So the time will start now. Hey Google, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Sure, 5 minutes.
And before I mute myself, hopefully you can hear me. I think you're right, Jen. The comments are big. There's so many likes on everyone's photos now, they're getting lost. Likes don't mean anything anymore, so it's got to be comments, I feel. Everyone's got 50 likes on that picture of their kid or whatever. So that's all I want to say. Mute.
No, and I've heard that a lot. Comments are kind of where it's at right now. It sets you apart because you actually are taking the time to leave a comment on someone's photo where it takes 1 second to like. So yes, comment when you can. All right, 5 minutes is up. Again, normally you would spend maybe 20 minutes on this, whatever you think is good for you and kind of how many you want to get through. So next section is social media posts. So I'm hoping most of us have done a post already today on our page. If not, so this one's 10 minutes. Again, we're just going to do 5 minutes. We can try to get through as many as we can tonight. So take 5 minutes. If you've already posted today, awesome. Create a post for tomorrow. If you get through one really quick, or at least get a plan in place. Plan out your next couple of days. Like tomorrow, I'm going to talk about my challenge group. The next day, I'm going to talk about coaching. The next day, I'm going to, share a recipe or something. So, and if you haven't posted today, take these 5 minutes and try to come up with a post and get it posted, because that's definitely a very important part of our job. So another 5 minutes on the clock. Oops.
Can we all smile for a photo?
Yeah, I noticed we lost a few girls. I looked up and I was like, oh.
Maybe Leah lost Wi-Fi.
And I know Jackie was driving, so maybe, yeah, she probably just needed to pop off. But yes, photo, definitely.
You're right, we did. Okay. Here, I'm gonna bring this over. I'll count it down. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Make sure we're awake. Yep, awesome. I'll mute myself. Post away.
All right, 5 minutes and go. Leah, we've moved on to doing a social media post. So if you haven't posted today, try to get a post out. And if you have posted today, then try creating some content for a post tomorrow. All right, 5 minutes is up. I got half my post written. I definitely could have got it done in that 10 minutes, which is what it gives you. But I personally think we should not take more than 10 minutes to write a post. I know I'm guilty of that sometimes. It just doesn't sound right. But I remember hearing way back when that if it takes you longer than 5 or 10 minutes to write a post, it's not you. It's not coming off like authentic or whatever. So I try to keep that in mind. But yeah, so that's that section. So the next one, we won't really do this one right now, the like updating your stories. That one's pretty self-explanatory, and it does say like 3 minutes to create each one. So each day you want to aim to tick off as many boxes as you can. I don't always have every single one every day, but like workout clips is usually every day for me. Product use, healthy meal, and then of course like you could invite on there, do a poll, recognition, shout out, daily life. If you guys have any questions about any of those, let us know. So the next one, respond to all new likes, comments, or views. Again, I don't know if we want to spend time on that one. It's up to you guys, but basically, again, that's just spending time. If people comment on your photos, take the time, reply back to them. Obviously, it's just polite, and it also bumps your posts. Like, especially on Facebook, I know when you like reply and tag someone, it'll kind of bump your post up again so that more people can see it. So taking the time to reply to those is great. And then also like views and likes is a great way to start conversations with people by simply just messaging them and saying, hey, like, thanks so much for liking my posts. You know, your support means a ton. I kind of always say something like, it's not easy sharing my journey on social media for the world to see. So, you know, I really appreciate the support. Have a great day. And I kind of just leave it at that. A lot of times they'll reply. And then again, that just gets that conversation going. I don't know, Shannon, do you want to spend time on that, or do you want to just go to the inviting? What do you think?
Yeah, let's do a bit of both. I mean, it might be the people who are watching, maybe just take the time to quickly go through and see, like, whoever's liking, watching, those are easier invites.
Yes.
Because they're interested in what you're doing. And I found success lately in those messages, even if maybe they're not interested in coaching, they're standing back and they're watching. And most of the time when I ask them, do you want to join, or you're like, hey, thanks for it depends. Sometimes I invite them, sometimes I just thank them. But you can gauge it because you'll know the same people who've been liking your stuff over and over and over again. I feel like those are the people to invite.
Yes.
So yeah, like let's just swirl it all into one.
Okay, so yeah, we can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes for this one. Just
Yeah, let's do another quick 5.
Okay, so just take the next 5 minutes, go through, take notice of who. You can even write a list, get a list going, send messages tomorrow. I know it's getting late, but just take 5 minutes, write out some people that are viewing, liking, and again, this is a great way to send a message or invite. That's actually how I invited my 31 people today, which we can talk about after this 5 minutes.
Yeah, big time. Share that after. Okay.
All right. 5 minutes on the clock, ladies. Oh, 5 minutes goes fast. Nuts. That's another 5 minutes. I feel like everyone's like working, so it's like I didn't even want to say anything. So yeah, I don't know if we should just keep on going. I mean, we're almost done, really.
I feel like you should share your 31.
Yeah.
Who you reached out to, who they were, how you found them as connections, and what invites. Were they invites to coaching or invites to challenge groups?
Okay. So
Everyone.
I've been kind of slacking on my invites lately. I always like set a goal for myself, like 20 a day. I do it for a week and then I stop doing it for a week. Anyway, so I was just really ready to buckle down today. So sat down and I literally did section for section at a time on my business activity tracker. When I got to the invites, I was like, ooh, I wanted to skip it because again, it's not easy for some reason, but I was like, you know what? I kind of replayed like yesterday's wake up call and a few things in my head, how she said like every training and anything that you listen to from a coach, you will always hear the word invite. They always say that is how they've seen success in this business. She also talked about though, how like the hey girl is kind of not as effective as it used to be. So like the cold messaging. So anyway, that's kind of where I did that hashtag thing. And she likes to call it connections, whatever, instead of inviting. So that's where I started doing the hashtag thing today, and now made it a point in that connection spot on the business activity tracker to reach out to new people on my Instagram, just start a conversation. But inviting, like I still want to be actually inviting. I just was like, I get the whole cold invite. So I was like, I'm going to go to people that are liking, commenting, or viewing my story, because to me, that's not super random and not a like super cold message because they're interested. I mean, they wouldn't keep watching your stuff if something wasn't interesting them. So anyway, sorry, I made that really long. So basically I just went to yesterday's workout clips that I uploaded. So I went through the viewers. I should do a little screen share or a screen recording of how I do this, because there's a pretty simple way now on Instagram. So if you go back to one of your stories and then you click in the bottom left-hand corner, you just click the views, it'll bring up all the people that viewed your story. So it would, like, again, you guys probably can't really see that. My computer sucks. I'll do a little like screen share and show you guys on my actual phone. But anyway, so I just pulled that up. I set a timer for 20 minutes and I said, I'm just going to do as many as I can. Whatever I get done, awesome, then I'll move on. So I had a message already written out, and then I sent it to I sent the same message to every person. I just changed the name, obviously. So I was inviting to just kind of join like our virtual community. It wasn't coaching invites. So I literally just said, hey, Jen, I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday so far. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my stories. The support means a ton. If you ever want to join my virtual gym and do a program together, let me know. So, I mean, I guess it's not technically an invite, but it's kind of an invite. And yeah, so 20 minutes, I was able to send out 31 of those. And I made sure I went to their pages. Like I clicked some people and I went to their pages and like, you know, just kind of check things out. Make sure it was someone that like, I don't know, regardless. But yeah, that's all I did. And I've already got like quite a few messages back. I haven't opened any of them. I'll open them tomorrow, but 31 messages I sent in 20 minutes. So that just goes to show what you can do when you focus your time. And it doesn't have to be scary, complicated, because now I'm just in their head. They're like, oh, okay, like she sees me watching. And like, if they keep watching, I feel like that's kind of like they're interested. And I think at some point they'll reach out or I'll invite them or something down the road. But like I already could see one reply where a girl's like, oh, like I've actually been considering messaging you. So again, like you just never know. And yeah, there's going to be no's. Of course, people are going to say, oh, I go to the gym. Oh, I do this, whatever. But like short, sweet, you're thanking them and then just simply putting that idea out there. Hey, if you ever want to join my virtual gym, do a program together, let me know. I can send you more info or whatever. So literally short, sweet, to the point. 31. So I'm going to do that every day now. Like I'm going to go back because I usually share workout clips every day. So I'm always gonna go back. Cause I'm like, if they're watching me work out at home, like, again, like something has to interest them, or maybe they just, like all of us, like watching Instagram stories. But yeah, like it was kind of scary. And there was some girls I literally was, didn't want to message. I didn't want to hit send, but I was just like, who cares? All they're going to say is, well, they're either going to ignore me or they're going to say thanks, but no thanks. So that's literally all I did. And it's just neat because it's not that hard to, because you can literally, when you, again, I'll do a recording on my phone, but that little arrow, like you can literally just message them right from this screen. So you put their name in, send, and then it brings you right back to this. It saves your spot right where you're at. So I found that really simple. And I know it's annoying with messages on Instagram because you can't do it on your laptop. I actually ordered today a wireless keyboard. Like it's Bluetooth that you can, it comes with a stand to set your phone on or your iPad. And so I'm going to use that. It was only $35 on Amazon. It's supposed to come in 2 days, which is awesome. So I'll let you guys know how it is, because it's like, that'd be so perfect. Because I am starting to message more on Instagram and it kills my fingers to reply to everyone on my phone. So I was like, well, this will be great. It'll be just like on my computer, except obviously I have to look at your phone screen, but I'll definitely let you guys know how I like it. If it works, I can share the link too. Because yeah, another coach mentioned it. Because it's so silly that you can't access Instagram messages on a desktop yet. But yeah, that is how I did my invites today. I do find it a bit easier personally to invite to challenge groups versus coaching. I don't know why. But then once we get, oh, by the way, Shannon and I are doing a coach sneak peek next Thursday. I meant to say that at the beginning. So I'll probably, once I talk about that, I might do the same thing with views on those stories. So any of my stories that I've talked about coaching, invite them to that. So just kind of switch up my wording, but still thank them for watching it. Just like, hey, like, are you interested in checking out the event or just checking out my stories? Like, just make a joke of it kind of thing. But I think that's what I'll do too, kind of to like switch up the invites. But yeah.
Especially I feel like the people who listen to the end, because I always have like a small rant where I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whoever made it to like the 5th story where I'm like, okay, I'll invite those people. Because you can tell like who skipped it, who's fallen off, who might not be interested. So
because I'm guilty. I don't talk on my stories for a week and then I talk for 20 stories. I'm so bad for that. But it's true, you just watch the views like high and then they go down by like 5, 10, 15 minutes. So that's like an idea too, people that make it to the end. Absolutely. But I just keep like reminding myself when we're wanting to invite someone, like, again, like the National Wake Up Call yesterday, like Danae, she said like her now partner is a 15-star diamond coach who reached out to her on Instagram. She didn't want to join coaching for a year, but she now says like, if Mandy hadn't messaged me, like her life would be completely different. And I just remember those stories at Summit. You know, the girl that won like the Beachbody Challenge, she said the same thing. Like, you never know who's going to say yes, who is going to need this in your life. Yeah, a lot of people won't, but a lot of people will. So I really try to keep that in the back of my head when I'm scared to hit send and just say, you never know. They could really benefit from this opportunity. And again, if they don't want to, that's okay too. But yeah.
That's so true. And you know what? I feel like when I was first starting and talking to a lot of coaches, they were like, oh, the people I'm reaching out to don't have money. And someone had said, like another coach said, get new people. You're going to have to find new people. If you're finding that you're the surrounding people who, you know, are following you or this and that, maybe don't see the value in it. It's like time to keep finding more. And my big example tonight was I was at Lifetime. Guys, it was like Boxing Day in this parking lot. I had to park. Well, I don't know if you know how big a Lifetime gym is or a parking lot, but it feels like it's like the size of a mall parking lot. And I had to go to the very end. And so I can't even explain how many people were in this 3-story gym. The membership prices are insanity. I really take advantage of it because it's got kids care and this and that, but like all of those people are paying almost double what we would set someone up with a challenge pack. So I know people are out there, like, using money as an excuse isn't an excuse, because people are spending money on health and fitness every single day. So it's like, find those people. It kind of a light bulb went off, and I've heard it over and over again, but I was like, this just solidifies how many people are looking for something. And don't you feel like we've got, like, I go there and the gym is great and all that, but I do Beachbody way more. Like, I take advantage of it more so for my kids and that, but like, I love all our programs, and like, I see our value in Beachbody stuff more than this gym still. So I don't know, just get out and find those people, because they are there 100%.
It's so true. I was talking with a girl the other day, and she goes to a personal trainer. And I just asked, I'm like, do you mind like me asking what you pay? Because I'm always curious. And what did she say? I'm pretty sure she said she's paying $250 a month to go once a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, like, you could get a year of Beachbody on demand, like, and that's not even nutrition and stuff. A lot of times with personal training, it's literally, they just help you work out. That's not including meal plans and stuff like that. So I really, like, we have to show the value in that. Like, just today on my story, I said, like, this is my trainer, and I get 20 others for, guess how much? I did the math, $99 for the year. It's 27 cents a day, or $8 a month. So I shared that in my story. Like, that's affordable for a lot of people. And like, there's 20 trainers. I counted on Beachbody On Demand, like, where you go search by trainer, there's like 20 trainers on there. Tons of programs, and you get the meal plans, the nutrition. So it really is, we just have to be showing people the value in it for sure. Because people are out there spending money. I just saw at Walmart. Oh, it made me laugh. The individual pumpkin spice, like Starbucks pumpkin spice latte things. You can buy the bottle. And I think it was like, I don't know, $4, $5, $6. And it's like, people will buy those. But then like Shakeology is too expensive when it's the same price and way better for you. So it is our job to remind people, like, I mean, hey, people are going to spend their money on what they want to spend it on. But oftentimes when people say they can't afford it, it's usually they just don't want to right now. But they can if you make little adjustments here and there. But yeah, the gym's great, but like, it's expensive and it's crowded. And like you said, it's so busy. And
Nuts.
yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know why it's so dark in here all of a sudden. I just feel like I'm so dark now. I don't know what happened. Oh gosh, oh my God, it's already been an hour. That flew by.
Yeah.
What are you ladies thinking? How's everyone doing? I mean, we almost got through pretty much everything. The next section was just following up. Again, follow up is huge. So if you don't have a tracking method, whether it's just pen and paper, like an Excel document, something of the conversations you're having, do that. Because yeah, a lot of people, it's going to take a few messages, few follow-ups before they jump on board. And then the next section is just about your challenge group. It's important to be posting in there. And I said to my girls, because myself, like Patricia and 4 or 5 other coaches run ours together. So I just said, like, because I was starting to like be guilty of it too, not going through and, liking and commenting on everyone's posts. And I do think that's important. So like, we're really trying to make a conscious effort to, take a couple minutes at the end of the day when you're watching TV and just go through, give a comment, cheer people on, like, because I wasn't doing that. I was just doing that, like, loving their posts. And I'm like, Jen, like, no, say great job. Even if it's literally a great job, I'm just trying to be a little more active in there on people's posts. But yeah, that section's pretty self-explanatory. If you're running a challenge group, just make sure, yeah, you're posting in there, recognizing achievements, of course, answering any questions. And then last, it's crazy to me that personal development's number 4, but it is, which we're all doing well with that one. It's by the sounds of it. Do you have anything you want to add, Shannon? Do you guys have any questions?
I have a question, because every day it has recognized achievement. So for that, like, I feel like I don't really know what to do for it. Do you guys have suggestions or what you do? Like, are you checking that box off every day?
I was just didn't know if Shannon wanted to answer that or
We
honestly,
both can. Go ahead.
that to me is if someone, I don't think you're going to be able to maybe do that every single day. I think
Okay.
only if there's something in the group where someone posted, hey, I had an on-skill victory, or hey, my nutrition was on point all day. Like that to me, those are achievements. So just that goes back to going through your group and just commenting. You know, that's how
Okay.
I take that, is just
Okay.
commenting on their post. Like if someone says, hey, I dropped a pant size, or hey, I drank my shake every day this week, or just something that is a victory, just acknowledging it and saying like, wow, that's really awesome. Like, good for you. I think that's what that means.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Shannon,
Yep.
do you agree with that?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Like, especially if you don't have coaches to shout out or rank advancements or things happening like that to recognize people, recognize your challengers.
Oh,
like,
you mean on your stories? Sorry. I don't know.
Well, either spot,
It's
I
on
guess, because
both.
there is one in number 3, but there is one also in stories as well. So
Oh, okay.
get people results, recognize achievement.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess it could be both. I think my thing is a lot of my girls aren't comfortable like me posting publicly
okay,
about their stuff. So if they are, awesome. Like if you have someone that's had some great, or even just sometimes you can like, I've been trying to like be more mindful of screenshotting like a Facebook message where someone says something that's going well, and I just move out, like block out their name kind of thing. And I just
Okay.
share that on my story. Like, you know, when I did the 3-day cleanse last week, one of my girls messaged me, oh my God, I'm down 5 pounds. So like I shared our conversation. I just blocked out her name.
Okay.
So that's kind of a neat little way. Like even if there's things in your challenge group people are writing about, again, screenshot, just block out their names or ask them, hey, do you mind if I share on my story? That's something I'm not that good at and I need to be more mindful of. Shouting people out on your stories, yeah. Whether it's coaches or challengers, because people do love to see results and what's going on. Shannon, you're good with that. I feel like sharing kind of what's going on in your challenge group. Like you'll take little videos and just of people's posts. Like even that to me is recognizing achievement, you know? And just
Yeah, I scroll fast so you can't see anybody's.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't, like, if someone was in there and they're like bra and underwear and showed like a before and after, I wouldn't linger on that photo, but like I'll scroll fast and just say like the girls are killing it. But like I feel like, so find before and afters even from any of us. Like pretty much all of us feel comfortable with sharing them. So like even you could just mention it. Like no one knows if they're in your actual challenge group, or no one's going to hold you to it. So like I feel like out of any of us, if we'll share our before and afters, and you could just be like, here's a fellow coach, or you know, who's seen results with this, or
And some coaches I've seen post in like Team Inspiration, they'll be like, hey, I want to shout some people out on my Instagram story. And they ask for people to drop like their Instagram handle so that they can tag them in it and their before and afters. So again, that's a great idea too, because no one knows if they're your challenge and no one cares. All of us coaches were very open to sharing photos. So that's always a great idea too.
yeah. Well, I didn't have any transformations when I was pregnant. I just shared over and over again other people's. Like I was like, I'm backwards. So I'm going the other way.
Yeah.
So I would share my old transformation over and over and over again with a different story. I know transformations are different now than recognition, but you know.
cool.
But I still
Thank you,
think
guys.
that like recognizing something, I still think that counts.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Awesome. Thanks.
no problem.
But hopefully this showed like kind of how fast it goes. Like that wasn't even enough time, and
It wasn't.
some of them were more, you needed more time, but like once you get into the flow of working and going, ticking those boxes, like it feels super empowering, right? Like I'm kind of excited to like, okay, it's not as scary when you actually sit down and do this focused work.
Mhm.
So
I can't stress timers. Like that helped me so much today because you're really like trying to beat the clock. So like I was excited to see how many of those messages I could send out in 20 minutes. I was blown away when I counted 31. I thought maybe 15. And I was like, what? No way. So it really yeah, and just focusing and honestly doing the thing you're working on. Like I'm so bad with like squirrel. Like again, I'm writing a post, then I'm in my inbox, and then you're not getting things accomplished. So really like make a habit of 10 minutes. If you're inviting, you're inviting. Next 10 minutes, if you're posting on Instagram stories, you're posting on Instagram stories, because it really does feel good when you're like, okay, I did these things and I actually did them. Like did them. Yeah. So because sometimes we think, oh, like we're on social media, just liking a few posts, like, oh, okay, I did my connections. But you really didn't. You know, we're just scrolling. But yeah, if you focus your time, you can really fly through these things and be super productive. It takes a bit to get in the habit for sure. And we're all guilty of, you know, good days, bad days, but it does. It's empowering. Like Shannon said, it does feel really good.
Oh,
Sorry.
Harrison. I wanted to, oh my God, look at this troll sticker. This is from my childhood, from my 80s. It's fuzzy. Squirrel there.
I used to love those. I had so many sticker books as a kid. Oh, you froze.
I know. I wanted to share the, oh, I know. And I was frozen on a gross face, me too. If anyone doesn't have these printed, I would say next week's goal, next week's call on Tuesday is we're all going to have to hold this up for proof, whether you get it printed or Jen has hers laminated with a whiteboard marker. But this is everybody's goal. Get this in front of your face every day. And like, this should be our goal. So eventually, not to say stop hopping on these calls, but like we will just know what to do. Like this is where it's at right now. It's just the BAT, follow the business activity tracker, and you'll just keep growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, because like I said, it's funny. Every time you hear a coach, like on a wake up call or whatever, they always say they do this consistently, you know, so they're all saying it. So it's got to be true. I also do think printing them is a little better. I might print some because dry erase, it smudges. Like when I'm trying to write in little things, it smudges, it wipes off. It's in like my markers are like, I didn't think they were thick, but they're almost, yeah, too thick to write like notes. So if you can print it, I feel like that might be a little easier. Plus you can go back and track. I like that you can go back and look at, you know, what you did well last week, you know, what boxes weren't always getting ticked off, where you should focus the next week, but whatever works, like just as long as you have it in front of you, like Shannon said, for sure. So yes, I like that goal for next week. Everyone be able to hold up one of these.
Yeah, I've been slacking. So like I'm saying this for even like myself, you know, so it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Anyone else before we close it off? Getting late, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of late to the meeting, so I just want to like rewatch it. Can I get the recording?
I was honestly, Shannon, I was thinking that like I post the links in my team page. So I was like, I never even send you the recording links.
Okay, well, I'll post it in Team Forever Young, Dina, once I get it from Jen. Yeah, you can rewatch for sure.
I'll upload it after this call. I might not get it to you till tomorrow. Because by the time it gets uploaded on YouTube and everything, but
oh yeah,
I will send it to you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
oh, he's so cute. Any other questions, ladies? Comments, concerns? No? Oh, next week, right. We are changing. Are we changing? Is that a for sure?
Well, we might as well. I haven't put it out there to my team yet, but
okay.
We'll see.
I just didn't, okay, so we'll leave it.
Yeah, no, we'll mention it to you guys and then I'll write it in my team page, but we were gonna change, if you're still cool with it, Jen, to like do to your team. Okay, we're gonna change our team call just for next week for Wednesday instead of Tuesday, because I'm gonna have, well, she used to be my upline, Christina, speak about belief. So we're gonna have a guest speaker and really have her like empower us with more belief and setting visions. And she's just amazing at all that stuff. So we're gonna switch it up, and I'll post in my team page, and I'm sure Jen, you'll do the same thing.
Yes. So yeah, it'll just be Wednesday, same time, just Wednesday instead of Tuesday, just next week. And it'll be an awesome call. I'm excited.
I have
Good. Say that again, Dina.
I'm sorry. Am I still, my microphone still on?
Oh, we can mute you. It's okay. We'll mute you.
In the back and she's telling me she's done. And I'm like, no, you're not done yet because I have to nurse and put the baby down. 4 minutes. Sorry.
It's good. You're busy. We totally get it. I was there not that long ago. I get it.
Oh,
My mic's on or I'm looking at my kid keeps doing it. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? Okay. Sorry, ladies.
okay. All
All
right.
right.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that then. Good call tonight, ladies. An awesome job on doing your homework from last week. That was great.
Yeah. Gold stars for you guys. Thanks for sharing all that, Jen. That's really good.
Oh, no problem. All right. Well,
Okay, well, enjoy your night, everyone.
yeah. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.